Prosperity and abundance to everyone tuning in. I am Mrs.Melanin Reigns, and it is an honor and a pleasure to be back with you all. So today I want to talk about the power of abstinence and the severity of soul ties. Okay, I actually saw a snippet of a video where the sister was talking about how fornication is not real and blah 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 blah, whatever. See, and this is the thing about the whole I'm spiritual not religious movement. I don't know what we start thinking when we're like, that doesn't mean that there's not divine laws at play. We're all spiritual beings. Everybody on this planet and beyond, we're all spiritual beings. When we say we're spiritual and not religious, we're not really saying anything. We're not really reiterating things. Maybe we're pointing out things that we didn't know before or that weren't talked about matter of fact, maybe we're pointing out something that wasn't put into perspective. There you go. But we're not, when you say you're spiritual and not religious, that doesn't really mean anything. And that's something that we use as a cloak to just really operate unruly, okay? Now, I've been there, I've been a part of that. Like, it's been a learning process for me, but the severity of soul ties is no joke. And it's something that can be visibly seen. You can visibly see that when you are operating in an unruly sense, that you literally repeat generational trauma. So when it comes to soul ties, let's start there. And every single person that you merge with sexually, those things that they're going through, and I'm talking to us as sisters right now. I'm talking to us as sisters. So as a feminine vessel, you're a receiver. So when you're dealing with a masculine energy and they are pretty much, because they're the positive energy, you're the negative energy, meaning they're giving something and you're taking something. This is not to say this doesn't work both ways, but like I said, I'm addressing my sisters. So they're putting, and just think about all of the things that our men go through, the trauma, the dysfunction, the hiding of emotions, all of those things they're keeping deep within themselves. They're demons. So many of them will say, oh, I got these demons that I'm battling with. If they're rappers, you'll hear them rap about the demons that they're battling with all the time. That's not something to take lightly. They're being very serious. Even if they don't know on a conscious level what they're really speaking on, it's a serious phenomenon. Search up the rap lyrics and see how many different rappers, mostly guys, if not all guys, will speak about these demons that they're battling with, okay? And even if they're not battling with demons, you can see them going through things. You can see certain men going through scarcity problems. They're always broke. They're always in a state of lack or limitation. You can see them going through anger problems. You can see them going through so many different battles within themselves. When you merge yourself with them, you're now taking on all of that, because that's a lot of the reason why so many men are hypersexual, because they're looking for a sense of therapy, and for a lot of them, sex is their go-to for therapy. So now you just became dumping grounds for all of those emotions, all of that trauma, all of those demons, all of those things you just merged with. As a receiver, as the receptive energy, and as the expander of energy, you're not just getting what they just gave you. You're going to expand that. It's going to become chaos within your energy field. This is why so many women don't realize why men will say, oh, well, she's crazy, or she's, my wife is like this, and basically in the wife's head, it's like, you started this, you provoked this. But when it's given to us, we expand that energy. The energy becomes more chaotic. Now, just focusing on soul ties, it's a very real phenomenon. Whatever that person is dealing with, you have now entered a contract with. So a lot of the things, they don't even know how many things are below their surface. Just imagine you've just taken all those things that's below their surface that they didn't even know about. You're going to start going through certain things that you're wondering, where did this come from? Where is this lack and limitation coming from? Where is these addictions coming from? Where are these where are these perversions coming from? And it's because you've been merging yourself with different people, or that one person, and that one person is merging themselves with so many different people. Okay? So in the physical realm, a lot of these things will show up as STIs, STDs, but they're also spiritual diseases that you contract from that. It can cause so many different dysfunctions within you, not just you acquiring physical ailments, but also mental, emotional, and spiritual ailments. Okay, so the power of abstinence. When you are abstinent, your creative field is strengthened, your intuition is strengthened, your self-worth and self-value strengthens, your willpower strengthens, your ability to manifest through the Most High is strengthened, because you are strengthening that relationship with who it belongs to. And I know people get triggered by that, but I cannot leave that out. It's so important to know. It's so important to know. Okay, you're strengthening your willpower, your creativity, your energy field. And as a feminine vessel, this is one of the most important components to your energetic currency. That's why so many women don't know that you don't have to work. You don't have to depend on a man or a job. Everything comes in a time where it's supposed to come. But ultimately, you don't have to depend on those things, because you've been given the ability to magnetize what it is you need towards you. Your energetic currency will absolutely provide. It will absolutely manifest and monetize in mysterious ways. Okay, so the power of abstinence, you also become more magnetic to the things you're seeking, to the things that are for you, that are purposed for you. You become more magnetic for those things, to the things that you need, to the opportunities that you need, to the people, places, and things that you need to align to help you achieve your purpose. Those things have a better road paved to find you when you are in an abstinent state. Okay, so this all changes when you do come into a covenant with another person, which would be marriage. Okay, when you do purposefully merge with a person, and you know, it's not like one of those unspoken contracts. We get into a lot of unspoken contracts where we don't know what we're signing up for. We don't know what to expect. We don't know what we're going to end up dealing with. And we're in a time period now where this is normalized, and we're not realizing, okay, this is what's helping to increase all of the anxiety, the depression, and all of these things that are arising. This is what is increasing the dysfunction in homes. This is what increasing the hatred men have towards women and women have towards men, women have towards other women and men have towards other men. All of these things are increasing those stems of dysfunction. When it comes to abstinence, it's very powerful, especially when you're not married. And when I say married, I'm not talking about modern day marriage. I'm talking about a true covenant between two people who are going into something that they have agreed to, that are really willing to do the work to come together and become a greater force. That's the type of marriage I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the marriage where you hurry up and get married because you found out you were pregnant, so you want to get married before you have the baby. That is already a broken contract within itself. Not to diss anybody, but just to be honest, it's important because we know about certain universal laws, but like I always say, there's more to these divine laws than just universal laws. There's a higher power and a higher law that reigns above that. And one of those things include these contracts that we're making, these unspoken contracts. it's imperative that we let go of them. If you are seeking to get away from dysfunction, from turmoil and chaos, because so many women will complain about how men treat them, or men don't want to, even if they claim that they don't want to get married, but you get upset over the fact that you're not getting the level of commitment that you want. And that the reason being is because you didn't set up the proper foundation. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. I know people will say, oh, well, these people have been together for years and it doesn't matter. I guarantee you there's dysfunction in their home, and dysfunction is not normalized. We have gotten to the point where we have accepted toxic things as normal, and they're not normal. So when it comes to the power of abstinence, it's for you primarily. It's not just about what you're going to attract as far as a mate. It's for you. It's for your internal healing. It's for your spiritual healing, mental healing, emotional healing. And it also keeps you on a track of keeping your energy to yourself, protecting your energy for yourself. Okay? So the power of abstinence, we'll get into that even more in another video. I don't want to make this video too long, but I hope I got what I needed to say across.